Hey YouTube, this evening we're going to have one of my favorite meals and it's going to cost 75 cents. Van Camp pork and beans. These are amazing. And these are Bar S Franks. This is just a half a package. This is how I come up with the 75 cents. I got these pork and beans on sale for 50 cents a can during a case lot sale, 2 for $1 or whatever it was. And these hot dogs are on sale for the same thing right now. You can get a package of hot dogs. There's 8 to a pack, 12 ounce. And yes, these are made from chicken and pork, are added. So they're not the all beef ones, but they taste really good, and no MSG, no artificial flavorings or colors, gluten free. So there's some good wieners. And again, yeah, they're probably made out of ears, lips, and assholes, but they taste really good, and it is protein. So anyway, I've already ate half of the bag, pack of them. I've got 4 more here. I'm going to cut them up, put them in that pot, and pour in the beans after I heat the hot dogs up and brown them a little bit. I like just to get a little bit of browning going on them. Then I pour in the pork and beans and stir it up and get them hot. And oh my gosh, it's like the best dinner ever for 75 cents. So, because, well, actually it's, yeah, because a quarter, these things are 50 cents a pack. So a quarter here and 50 cents here. If you doubled the batch, if you had a family, 2 cans of pork and beans and 1 pack of hot dogs, you'd be into it, you know, a whole $1.50, and it would feed your whole family. So you can dress it up, and you can put in cut up onions. When you do that first. Throw your onions in with a little bit of butter or something. Saute up your onions in the pot before you throw in the wieners, and yeah, there you go. I'll cut these up and be right back. Okay, so we got these bad boys all cut up. Woo, woo. Got my favorite wooden spoon out. We're just going to toss them in the pan. See if we can keep them all from rolling away. See, Prim can smell it. She knows how good this is. Whoop, man down. Hot dog down. Don't tell. Just throw it back in the pan. Alright. Anyway, I have done this with pieces of Spam. I've been trying to poison my kids when they were little with this stuff for pretty much all their lives. So, I've used Vienna sausages this way, and the pork and beans. I've used Spam and pork and beans. You can use the baked beans, and that's really good too. My wife, she does one that everybody likes, and that's with hamburger. She'll use, what do you use, hon? Hamburger? Pork and beans. So she browns up the hamburger. Hamburger. Add the pork and beans to the hamburger. And then ketchup, mustard, a little bit of brown sugar. Brown sugar and what? Oh, onion. Yeah, chop up some onion. Now this, I like it with the onion too. Of course, just because it's, you know, tastier with onion. The kids don't seem to like it as much with the onion in it when I did it. But, you know, if they're hungry and this is a meal, a good hot meal for them, and it's got protein and it's got all the stuff that you really need. The beans have a lot of protein in them. Of course, you get your sugars and some carbs, and you know, the cans of beans, they're they'll go out over a year. Now, I've had cans of pork and beans that were probably 10 years old, and I've ate them, and they're fine. So, I mean, I guess open it up and smell it. It smells like crap, don't eat it. But, you know, they say that canned goods can go out a really long ways, a lot longer than they say on the can. And when they say best by date, it doesn't mean it has to be used by then or used by date. You know, everybody's trying to make money, and they've done some studies on canned goods, and they go way out. Like they say, they found some canned goods that were over 100 years old that were still good, and they said it wouldn't hurt you to eat it. Some of the nutritional value was gone, but you know, I'm not telling everybody to go out there and keep all your canned goods for 100 years. And you should always check them, make sure they're not bulging and things like that. All you kids out there, if you're watching this video, don't play with the stove without your parents around. Have them show you how to do it. You don't need to get hurt and burnt or burn down a house. But anyway, if you've got pork and beans and some hot dogs in the freezer, that's what I do when I get these hot dogs on sale like this, where you get you know, 2 for $1 packs of hot dogs. I'll buy a bunch of them, stock them up in my freezer, because man, I'll tell you, everything changes when you're I mean, I love hot dogs. I think they taste great. Are they good for you? Probably not. But you know, if it meant that was what was for dinner and you're hungry, they're already taste amazing, so you might as well have something that tastes really good. And for, you know, 75 cents, this is I don't know how many times I've ate this for dinner or lunch, you know, in my life, and it's quick and easy. Just like tonight, you know, it's a good meal. It's a lot of food, and you know, Franks and beans. And I don't know, I think it's like a little perfect meal. How fast you can cook this up, and all you got to do is warm them up. I mean, it's done. The other best part is, if your electricity's out and you know, you got a pack of hot dogs in the fridge, and you're gonna try to get rid of them before before anything went bad. Even if you couldn't heat it up, you can cut up them hot dogs. I don't know how many people, I mean, when I was growing up, I ate most of my hot dogs just right out of the pack. So they weren't even warmed up. That's what's wrong with me. It's making a lot of sense now. All coming together. But seriously, it's you know, the pork and beans, I throw one of them in my backpack always, and it's just sitting in there. A can of Spam and a can of pork and beans is my 2 go-to survival foods, because you can't freeze it and hurt it and break a can in cold weather. If it's in your backpack and it gets cold, or it's in the car, or get left out in the car overnight, it's not going to freeze and blow up in your backpack. Same with the Spam, and both of them you can eat just right out of the can. So, you know, you don't even have to do this. You don't even need the one pan or pot that I'm using right now. I mean, you could just eat it right out of the can. We used to do that all the time up camping. So anyway, yeah, look at that. Look at how much is in that thing. I mean, that'd feed 2 people big time, especially ones that eat big like me. You could do two people with that. And if you doubled the batch, 2 cans of pork and beans and 1 full pack of hot dogs, I mean, that's a half a pack of hot dogs. Look at all those. It's perfect. Perfect meal, super cheap. There you go. My mouth's watering. I'm ready to eat. Always be aware of your surroundings. Remember where you came from. Remember how to get back. See you next time.